My name is Sienna Whitmore. I was born into a wealthy family in Charleston, South Carolina. My dad, Harrison Whitmore, owns multiple real estate chains, and my mom, Clara, is a respected interior designer. I was their only daughter, protected, pampered, and always under watchful eyes. No one ever thought I would fall in love with someone like Arian Wells. He wasn't from our world. His father was a small-town mechanic, and Arian worked late nights as a delivery boy, but he had something no one else around me had: honesty, ambition, and warmth. We met at a local library. I was volunteering for a summer reading program, and he came to return a book. He smiled, said thank you, and walked away. I didn't know then. My life had just changed forever. We began meeting again and again, by coincidence at first, then intentionally. I looked forward to our little talks, the way he listened when no one else did. Arian never tried to impress me. He just made me feel understood. But when my parents found out, it was a storm. "He's not for you," my father warned. "You're meant for better," my mother cried. No matter how many times I tried to explain, they only saw our differences, not our bond. One evening, after a long argument, I made my decision. I called Arian and said, "I want to marry you." Quietly. Just us. No one else. His silence lasted only a second. "Okay," he replied. We planned everything secretly. A friend of Arian's who was studying law helped us with the paperwork. We got married at a small courthouse 2 towns away. No flowers, no rings, just us and a promise. That night, I left a note for my parents and walked away from my old life. We moved to a tiny town in Pennsylvania, rented a single-room apartment above a grocery store. Our beginning was hard. I had no furniture, no warm food. Some nights took 2 jobs. I found work at a local diner. We struggled, but we laughed. We argued, but we held each other's hands. We weren't perfect, but we were together. Arian began studying business online after work. Every night, after coming home sweaty and tired, he opened his laptop and took notes. "One day, Sienna," he whispered, "I'll build something for you, for us." I believed him. That belief kept me going when my shoes had holes and my hands ached from washing dishes. Each dollar saved felt like a brick in our dream home. 2 years passed. Slowly, things changed. He opened a small repair garage. His service, kindness, and honesty brought in customers. I started helping with his accounts and managing customers. We worked like partners, and it started working. One winter, we had our first big moment. Arian signed a deal with a delivery company to maintain their vans. That contract changed everything. We moved into a 2-bedroom apartment. Soon after I found out I was pregnant, I cried, not from fear, but joy. I called my mother. She didn't pick up. I left a voicemail. Mom, I hope you're well. I'm going to be a mother now. A month later, she replied with a simple text. Take care. I smiled. It wasn't acceptance, but it was a start. Our son, Liam, was born in spring. Arian held him like he was holding the entire future. Parenthood brought new challenges, but it made our love deeper. Arian expanded his garage, hired staff, and created a small local brand, Wells Wheels. I helped design the logo and website. We lived simple lives, but filled with purpose. When our daughter Isla was born, we were in a place we'd only dreamed of before. One morning, I got a surprise. My father had sent a letter, a short one. Proud of you, let's talk. I cried for the first time in years. Sometimes, even broken bridges can be rebuilt with time and truth. Arian was invited to a business conference in New York. They wanted him to speak on growth from the ground up. Standing in that room, he looked nervous but proud. I watched from the front row, holding Liam and Isla's hands. After his talk, people lined up to meet him. The boy who once delivered pizzas now inspired entrepreneurs. Our story wasn't about sudden miracles. It was about quiet persistence, shared dreams, and loyalty when everything seemed impossible. Love gave us courage. Hardship gave us strength. We visited Charleston again after 7 years. My parents waited outside the old house. My mother ran to me first, hugged Liam, kissed Isla. She looked at Arian and said, "Thank you for taking care of our daughter." That evening, we had dinner together, like a real family. The past wasn't forgotten, but it was forgiven. My heart felt full in a way I couldn't describe. I looked at Arian. He winked. The same smile from the library all those years ago. Years later, I wrote a book, Quiet Choices, Loud Results. It told our story not as a fairy tale, but as a journey of two people who chose each other over comfort, luxury, and fear. It became popular in schools. Young girls wrote to me, "Thank you for telling us that love doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be real." I smiled. That's all we ever wanted: realness, respect, resilience. Now, as I sit on our porch with Arian beside me and our kids playing in the yard, I realize running away wasn't the end of my life. It was the start of a beautiful one. We didn't have a fancy wedding. We didn't have approval at first. But we had belief in each other. And that belief changed everything. This was never about money. It was always about love. a love that built a life.